Hello class 6 students, welcome to the Science Digital class. Today we are starting the chapter 3rd of your textbook which is clothing materials. इस chapter में हम cloth के अलग-अलग materials के बारे में बात करेंगे. So let's start. Chapter at a glance. Different types of clothing materials, fibers and fabrics, some plant fibers, some synthetic fibers, history of clothes, types of fibers, some animal fibers, development of clothing materials. So let's start. First, engage. Identify the source of the items given below as plant or animal. Circle the items that are obtained from plant sources. Linen bow tie, woolen sweaters, silk sari, cotton suit. तो आप इस एक्टिविटी को अपने आप से ट्राई कीजिएगा. हम चैप्टर में आगे बढ़ते हैं. आफ्टर फूड क्लोथिंग इज आवर बेसिक नीड. Clothes protect us from heat, cold, rain, dust and insects. The kind of clothes people wear varies from place to place and season to season. तो फूड के बाद हमारी सबसे बड़ी नीड हमारे क्लोथ्स ही होते हैं. हम कैसे कपड़े पहनते हैं ये सीजन टू सीजन और जगह पर भी डिपेंड करता है. डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ क्लोथिंग मटेरियल्स. अब हम अलग अलग क्लोथिंग मटेरियल्स के बारे में जानते हैं. Clothes are made of different materials. We get these materials from both plants and animals. Let us learn about how the story of clothing started, the different materials used to make clothes, and how they are made. History of clothes. In ancient times, people used to cover their bodies with bark and big leaves of trees or animal skins and furs. People used to just wrap these around various parts of the body in different ways. After people began to settle down in different communities and with the development of agriculture, they learned to weave twigs and grasses into mats, baskets and other utility items. They also used to twist vines, climbing plants and animal trees, wool coat of animals or hair into long strands. These long strands were then woven into fabrics. In India, cotton was grown near the river Ganga during Harappan period as early as 2500 BC. There are evidences showing flax, linen, a plant that gives fibers which were used in Egypt 7000 years ago. In ancient Egypt, cotton and flax were grown near the river Nile and were used for making clothes. At that time, stitching was not known to people. They simply used to drape a big piece of cloth around them. This is how saris worn by women originated in India. Invention of sewing needle led to the stitching of fabric into various types of dresses such as shirts, pants, suits, blouses and skirts. Even today, fabrics like sari, dhoti, lungi and turban are worn as unstitched clothes. पुराने ज़माने में लोगों को स्टिचिंग की टेक्निक के बारे में पता नहीं था, तो वो क्लोथ्स को या फैब्रिक्स को सिर्फ अपने बॉडी के अराउंड ड्रेप कर लिया करते थे. फाइबर्स एंड फैब्रिक्स. एनी क्लॉथ मेड फ्रॉम yarn और फाइबर्स बाय वीविंग, knitting और felting is called fabric. Fabrics are made of loose threads called yarn. Yarn consists of very thin strands of fiber. Types of fibers. Fibers are either natural or synthetic. Natural fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from fibers of animal coats, silkworms, cocoons and plant seeds, leaves and stems. Cotton, wool, silk, linen and jute are natural fibers that are used for making clothes. Cotton and jute are obtained from plants, while wool and silk fibers are obtained from animals. All plants have fibers in their body structure. तो different types of fibers होते हैं और उनसे हम fabrics को बनाते हैं. कई सारे अलग अलग type of fibers हमें animals और plant से मिलते हैं, जैसे कि cotton and jute plant से और silk या फिर wool animal से. Cotton and mango have fibers on their seeds. Jute plant has fiber in its stem. Banana tree has fiber in its leaf. Coconut has fibers on the outer covering of its fruit. Synthetic fibers, the fibers which are synthesized in industry from simple chemicals obtained from petroleum are called synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers को हम factories में obtain कर सकते हैं. Some plant fibers, cotton. Cotton is the most important industrial crop. It has been grown in India for more than 3000 years. The cotton plant is a shrub. It grows well in black soil and warm climate. It needs moderate rainfall. हमारे यहाँ इंडिया में कई सालों से कॉटन ग्रो होती है. कॉटन के लिए ब्लैक सॉइल की नीड होती है. कॉटन फैब्रिक सॉफ्ट एंड ड्यूरेबल होता है. नॉलेज बास्केट. Cotton is world's most important non-food or fiber crop. Cotton fabrics are soft and durable. They are good absorbents of water also. How is cotton obtained? The plant of cotton take about 2.5 months after its sowing to bear white or yellowish flowers. Cotton is obtained from the small green fruit called the cotton ball. The ball has seed inside which are surrounded by cotton fibers. When the cotton balls are mature, they burst open and expose the raw cotton fibers. Cotton fibers are collected manually. In this image, you can see a cotton plant. After this, the fibers are sent for ginning, where the fibers are separated from the seeds. This separation is brought about with the help of strong air currents. The fibers are cleaned and made into long thread-like strands. The fibers are spun using spinning machines to form cotton yarn. The process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. Yarn is then made into cotton fabric by weaving. तो कॉटन जो होती है वो एक श्रब क्रॉप है जो कि एक फ्लावर को बियर करता है और उस फ्लावर के अराउंड उसमें सीड्स होते हैं. कॉटन सीड्स के अराउंड कॉटन फाइबर्स होते हैं. आफ्टर अ पीरियड ऑफ मैच्योरिंग, जैसे ही प्लांट मैच्योर होता है तो जो फ्लावर है वो ओपन हो जाता है और उसमें से फिर कॉटन फाइबर बाहर आ जाता है और इस कॉटन फाइबर को मैन्युअली इकट्ठा करके फैक्ट्रीज में भेजा जाता है ताकि इसको सीड से अलग किया जा सके. In this image, you can see spinning and weaving. Spinning करके हम कॉटन फाइबर से यार्न बनाते हैं और यार्न से फिर कॉटन फैब्रिक वीव करके बनाया जाता है. Spinning was earlier done by simple hand spindle called takli or spinning wheel called charkha. Nowadays, spinning on a large scale is done by machine. The weaving process uses a loom in weaving. The wrap thread, the length way and the weft thread crossway are crossed over one another in a set method in order to weave the required type of fabric. In big industries, the weaving is done on power looms. Uses of cotton. अब कॉटन हमें किस किस चीज के लिए यूज आती है? Let's see. Cotton is mostly used for making clothes of various kinds, towels, curtains, etc. The blends of cotton with man-made fibers such as viscose and polyester are used as press materials. Cotton pads are used in hospitals. Cleaned and sterilized cotton is used as absorbent in hospitals. Bandage is also made cotton thread. Cotton seeds left after separation of cotton balls are used to produce cottonseed oil. Cottonseed oil is refined and used like other vegetable oils for human consumption. The dispersed cotton is used as filter in mattresses, pillows and quilts. Cotton cloth or strands of spun cotton yarn are used in mops for cleaning floors. Since it is very light and good absorbent, it is mainly used for making clothes for summer. Next, हमारा fiber है jute. Jute is one of the cheapest natural fibers. Jute is the most extensively used fiber next to cotton in amount produced and variety of uses. It is obtained from the stem of plant called patsun, which is 8 to 10 feet high plant. In this image, you can see a jute plant. Knowledge basket. Commercially, jute is the most important fiber next to cotton. It is also called golden fiber. It is a rainy season crop and grows best in warm and humid weather. Almost 85% of the world's jute cultivation is done in Ganges Delta. It is cultivated in Bangladesh, China, Myanmar, Burma, Nepal, Pakistan, Thailand, and India. In India, jute is mainly grown in Bihar, Assam, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, and West Bengal. Jute is the world's cheapest natural fiber. It requires an ideal temperature range of 18 degrees Celsius to 33 degrees Celsius and humidity in the range of 70% to 80% to grow well. The jute plant is normally harvested when it is at flowering stage. If the plant is allowed to mature, then the fiber becomes very hard. The stems of the harvested plants are immersed in water for a few days. The stems rot and fibers are separated by hand. This process is called retting. The dried fiber are then tied together in a small bundle to make fabrics. All these fibers are first converted into yarns. तो जूट को हम गोल्डन फाइबर भी कहते हैं. ये वर्ल्ड का सबसे चीपेस्ट फाइबर है. जूट को हम उसकी फ्लावरिंग स्टेज पर ही काट कर और उसकी स्टेम से हम जूट का फैब्रिक बनाते हैं, क्योंकि अगर ये ज्यादा मैच्योर स्टेज पे गया तो फाइबर बहुत ही टफ हो जाता है. यूजेस ऑफ जूट. जूट इज सेड टू हैव मोर देन 1000 यूजेस. सम ऑफ इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट यूजेस आर. अब जूट किस किस चीज में यूज आता है? लेट्स सी. इट इज यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग स्ट्रॉन्ग पैकेजिंग मटेरियल सच एज गनी बैग्स, रोप्स, एटसेट्रा. It is used for making carpets, handbags, etc. It is used chiefly to make cloth for wrapping bales of raw cotton. It is used as raw material in textile, non-textile and agricultural sectors. Fine quality of jute is also used for making jute fabrics. In this image, you can see a jute plant which turned into a jute fiber और फिर उससे बने jute made products. Now let's look at some animal fibers. Silk. Silk is a natural fiber which is woven to manufacture expensive textiles. It is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. The rearing of silkworm on a large scale for the production of silk is known as sericulture. Silkworm is reared on mulberry leaves for the production of silk. A caterpillar hatches from the egg of a silkworm. As it matures, it spins a continuous thread up to 800 meters long to make a cocoon around itself. At this stage, silkworms are killed by dipping the cocoons in boiling water. This kills the insect and loosens the cocoon. Uses of silk. Let's first see silk. Silk को हम silkworm से बनाते हैं और silkworm mulberry tree के leaves पर grow करता है. तो वहां पर उसकी रियरिंग करके उसको सिल्क को प्रोड्यूस किया जाता है. सिल्क जो है बहुत ही एक्सपेंसिव टेक्सटाइल में यूज होता है. सिल्क के डिफरेंट यूजेस हैं. नॉन एब्जॉर्बेबल सचर्स यूज्ड इन सर्जरी आर मैन्युफैक्चर्ड फ्रॉम सिल्क. मैन्युफैक्चर ऑफ टेक्सटाइल्स. चाइनीज डॉक्टर्स हैव यूज्ड सिल्क टू मेक आर्टिफिशियल आर्टरीज. मैन्युफैक्चर ऑफ पैराशूट्स एंड आर्टिलरी गन powder bags. Wool. Wool is another natural fiber obtained from the hair of animals like sheep, camel and goat. Removing the wool from sheep is called shearing. Wool जो है animals के hair से obtain होता है और ये animals like sheep, camel and goat से हम remove करते हैं और इस process को shearing कहते हैं. After shearing, the wool is cleaned and washed. The cleaned wool is spun into fiber. This fiber is then woven or knitted to make woolen clothes. Woolen clothes retain body heat, that is why they are used in winter. Animal से उनके फाइबर को अलग करने के बाद हम वूल को वॉश करते हैं, उसको क्लीन किया जाता है एंड देन फिर उससे वुलन क्लोथ्स बनाए जाते हैं. वुलन क्लोथ्स वार्म होते हैं, इसलिए इन जनरल हम उन्हें विंटर में वेयर करते हैं. यूजेस ऑफ वूल. वूल किस किस चीज में यूज आता है? Making clothes for winter, making carpets, making mittens for fishermen, making quilts. In this image, you can see shearing, उससे wool बना and then wool से sweater. Some synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers वो होते हैं जो फैक्ट्रीज में कुछ केमिकल्स की हेल्प से बनाए जाते हैं. So let's first look at nylon. It is a synthetic fiber introduced in 1938 when nylon stockings first appeared. It is quite strong yet weighs less than any other commonly used fiber. Nylon fiber is smooth, non-absorbent, durable and dries quickly. It is elastic and resilient and so needs no ironing. Nylon melts at high temperature. Polyester. It is a synthetic fiber produced chiefly by reaction of dibasic acids with dihydric alcohols. It is a strong fiber resistant to grease and thus keeps the shape. Polyester is a strong, light and weather resistant. In this image, you can see a polyester fabric. Developments of clothing materials. On the basis of raw materials, the process of cloth making was developed in the following 3 stages. हम किस फाइबर का यूज कर रहे हैं अपने क्लोथ को बनाने के लिए, उस पर डिपेंड करता है कि कैसे हमारा क्लोथ बनने वाला है. इन जनरल 3 स्टेप्स होती हैं. स्टेज 1. ड्यूरिंग दिस स्टेज प्लांट फाइबर्स सच एज कॉटन, फ्लैक्स, नेटल्स एंड इनर बार्क ऑफ ट्रीज वर यूज्ड टू ऑब्टेन क्लोथ. स्टेज 2. During this stage, fibers from animals such as wool, silk were used to obtain cloth. Stage 3. This stage begins towards the end of 19th century. During this stage, man-made or synthetic fibrous materials such as nylon, rayon, polyester, etc. were used to make dress materials. During 20th century, blends of man-made fibers from plants or animals were developed. Clothes made from such blends have improved strength, resistant to wear and tear, and are easy to wash. Our choice of clothing is influenced by the following factors. तो 20th century के दौरान जब man-made fibers भी आ गए, तो फिर man-made fibers और animal producing fibers या plant natural fibers को मिक्स करके हम अपनी क्लोथिंग्स प्रोड्यूस करने लग गए और वो क्लोथ्स थोड़े resistant थे towards weather, towards tear, and they were easy to wash. Our choice of clothing is influenced by the following factors: climate, culture and tradition, occupation, daily needs. Tech Talk. Artificial intelligence. In recent years, brands have been using AI to enhance customer shopping experience, analyze data, boost sales, forecast trends, and offer inventory-related guidance. Chatbots and touchscreens are being used in stores to improve customer experience and customize product suggestions. It's almost impossible to head to a fashion brand's website and not to find some form of AI chat technology that's being used to help enhance the customer experience. The technology behind AI includes algorithms that track customers' journey to match them with the right products. Now let's look at the moral learned. Clothes teach us important values like protection. Clothing that provide physical safeguards to the body, preventing harm from climate and environment. Identification, establishing who someone is or what they do. Modesty, covering the body according to the code of decency established by society. Status, one's position or rank in comparison to others.